Hello, beautiful sisters. So I'm on the land of this gorgeous retreat that I have been participating in and co-facilitating. And I am on today to drop in briefly with what is coming up. Big time. First for me, as leaders, we always go first. I'm learning this lesson. And then for aspects or parts of the collective, right? And I'm speaking on behalf of the medicine woman right now. I'm speaking on behalf of the power of woman right now. We carry so much power. I don't even know how to launch into this, so I'm just launching into it, you guys. I love all of your sisters. I love seeing all of your faces, beautiful sisters. I came here knowing that my job, because this is an all men's retreat, was to just come and be the one feminine element, which for me means quietly step into the space and apply sacred listening. Just behold them. Behold them in their wherever they are, whatever they present, right? And I did that. And then when medicine ceremony comes, our plant teacher initiations, that is when I become the non-embodied, but again, in my body, right? The channel of the non-embodied aspects of myself. That's what I want to say. So Mary Magdalene was with us. Isis was with us. Mother Mary was with us. So many, my dragon aspect was with us. I became a serpent. I'm saying all of these things, and my voice became a surgical instrument. I was able to lock in with a frequency outside of myself that also flowed through myself and flow with that and know what was happening across the room. Someone was working on ancestral lineage stuff on his paternal side, 3 generations deep. I could see it. Someone else was releasing stagnation all across the whole body to the tune of ego-based implants. I could see it, and I could see his convulsions and know that it was moving. And I could soothe him from afar. That first night I chose not to impose myself physically in body form unless asked for. And I also let some of them know, I didn't let all of them know, that they could ask for me in spirit form and that I would be with them. And I got that happening as well. The next night, which beautifully was orchestrated with a break in between, one whole night of no medicine, which I love that system. I love that. I have never had medicine that way before, and that was really cool. The next medicine night, I was asked by the co-facilitator to bring all that I have in a way that actually was not from love. I was challenged to step, and I had to clear that prod with prongs that felt really unclean in energy. It was a challenge. It was a fucking challenge to clear it too, but it was a challenge placed upon me. And I'm just wondering if I can get some hearts. Are you tracking with me? Is this landing, and can you hear me? Is my sound quality okay? I just want to be here, be present, and be present to myself, because my inner child, my inner woman, so many aspects of my identity got rocked this time, you guys. And I'm here to report it and to relay some things from this raw, very bare, naked vantage point. So if you can hear me, just hey, okay, cool. Second night, my embodiment is freaking huge. I have cleared my field, cleared my intentions, cleared my everything, and made space for my inner child and my inner teenager and my inner healer and my medicine woman, who are kind of jabbed, right? But I'm showing up for the men. I'm not here for the co-facilitator. And I'm so clear about that. and my embodiment comes forward. My whatever non-human aspect, I guess, just really infuse my awareness and my system, and I am in my healership. Hey, I'll be off in a second. This man who has angels at his back at all times. I saw it in ceremony, just popped in with his feather to say hello. He's also carrying fairy medicine. Oh my gosh. You guys, it's so amazing. So, my voice does these things that I cannot create. I administered an offering from the insect kingdom, a vocal representation of the iridescence, the display of the full light spectrum that you see on the wings and bodies of the insects and some of the fairies. And it was, I cannot wait. We recorded this particular ceremony and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to hear what happened. What was that? What is that? How do I do it? What is this? I don't know. Wah! I'm so excited, you guys, about that. Okay. And I also became the serpent that I talked about when I got here. And she was massive, shimmering, holographic, like 2 scales for every scale. You know, like look this way, cha sha, sha sha, sha sha. Just this massive, beautiful embodiment. And her tongue split, and at the split of the tongue was an eye. That is her organ, her seeing eye. But it was also carrying the radiance, the valiance, the fierce love of the heart in that eye at the split of the tongue. And the serpent, for some need to know, some people need this frame of reference for the serpent, represents spirit travel, represents interdimensional travel, represents the guide of journeying, of traveling, of the mindscape, of accessing dimensions beyond the 3D. That is what the serpent represents in medicine. Now with that, when did we learn about the serpent first? Garden of Eden? What? And who was considered intermingling with the serpent? Eve? Dropping those nuggets here for a reason. My song that came through the serpent, and these are not songs, but they can be considered musical, was an activation. And I had to walk to the altar where I had placed some rattles that I wasn't planning to play. Can you guys feel my power like building within my system right now? Because I am like feeling her right now so much. And I had my eyes closed. I picked up the rattles, walked back to my seat. Shoo, shoo. Shoo, shoo. Shoo, shoo. Ha! Shoo, shoo. Ha! Ha! Shoo, shoo. Like she brought it. I could remember this because they reminded me of it the next day. And I was like, damn, I did do that one. But in the moment, it was just moving the whatever wanted to flow through, and in whatever way it wanted to be flowed through. I am a vessel. I am an instrument. And holy smokes, that moment with each like, was when at least 2 of the men told me the next day. That's when they felt like the medicine. Boom, boom. Oh, and then they became super psychedelic. And it was just, we were off. That ceremony was so incredible, you guys, because unbeknownst to me, none of this is orchestrated, right? The night prior, I observed, supported from afar, did not administer with my hands. The next night, and just had full faith in their, whatever, process and their readiness for what was coming forward and their ability to walk themselves through it, right? The next night, there were hands going up. Amron, can you come? Rosewater, please. Can someone touch my feet? Da-da-da-da. And no, it wasn't always spoken, but it was in spirit form, and I was hearing it, and I came to them in physical form, each and every one of them had a session with me where we were midwifing something big. Kidney chi and the musculature going with it, connecting with the Jing, connecting with divine will, connecting their just like, that's one person. Spirit told me exactly where to go. Open up the minor chakras of the feet, let this energy flow through. This is the way it works in medicine. That's one person. The next guy, he's this massive football player of a person. I'm holding his legs, his knees are open. He is birthing something. I do not know or need to know what. I am on my hands and knees, holding his knees together, allowing him to relax, encouraging him to give it to me, give it all to me. Relax, 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 surrender, 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 surrender. Open, open, open. Let it go. Probably 10, 15 minutes of that, just me holding him. And I have the strength. Don't know where that came from. And I have the steadfastness, the loving faith to pull from him what is coming through. And he trusts me. And I think it's because of the way I crept into the whole space, just listening. I had 4 days with them before that second ceremony. I've learned so much, you guys. Like, I'm reporting this as if it was orchestrated by me, but honestly, I'm just listening. Just listening, just listening. Meanwhile, every time I go back to my seat, the medicine is giving me information about the Crone book, giving me information about the Shaman's Handbook, giving me information about my own lineage cleanup that's happening, giving me information about someone else in the room, giving me information about the person next to me co-facilitating and what and where he's going next. We are multi-dimensional. We inhabit many places at once. We choose to hone our focus through this lens into this physical body and to see through this one perspective for the fun of it. Because this is the place, Earth, planet, where the blinders are all the way on, you guys. We are deaf, dumb, and blind. Like, this is the fun playground that we set out for ourselves. Let me put the blindfold on. Let me forget everything about who and what I am. And just bop around on this planet, finding our way. That is what we chose to do. This is fun. This is for fun. And then when this is all over, we get to go back to all the other incarnations that we have, physical and non-physical, and be present there. That's how I see this. I want to leave this with one thing I learned. Maybe two things I learned. And really what called me to sit down for this live right now. And I want to shift gears because it was really playful and happy before, and now it's kind of solemn. It doesn't have to be solemn. If you're with me, take a deep breath, please. And in that inhale, take up your spine. Feel it locking in and lining up and stacking itself and reinforcing itself and establishing your column of identity, your column of knowing yourself, your column of knowing your worth and your value, the fact that you bring value. And most importantly for me right now on my leading edge, the column of knowing that I have a place and that I get to be safe. I get to be safe in my medicine womanhood, my medicine womanship. This is a divine service that I am here to perform and conduct. Conduct is the best word because that is what this is. This is a conduit. And I'm saying this because I had my safety threatened. And again, this is never about the other. This is always about the self. There are imprints that I know that I carry and that I know that so many of us women carry of being harmed, having our safety threatened and breached for what we know and for what we do and what we can carry through our conduit. Are you feeling this? Send me some hearts because I want to know you're frickin' feeling this, you guys. We are so freaking powerful. And I'm talking about inner power. I am not talking about control. We have such a capacity, thank you, sisters, for these hearts, to hold, to carry, to move energy through us, around us, on behalf of others. That is why we can see any problem and solution from a 360-degree perspective. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone can do that. We have been trained and tricked and poisoned into diminishing ourselves. You can't see my hand, but it's like very precise. This is a surgery happening right now. I am excising some implants from us. They look like thorns as I'm speaking. And if you want in on it, just announce to your system that you want in on it. We are removing thorns in this moment. We are here to stand in our knowing. We are here to cleanse the record. We are here to step forward and administer to first ourselves, then each other, and then our children, our families, our lineages, our men. It starts here, and here, and here, and here. We get to know who we are. Let me edit that. It is time to remember who we are. We are the natural guardians of the masses. We are the carriers of the wisdom codes. We are the ones who sit around the fire in council and derive solutions. Not seek problems, not seed wars. This is who we are. And I know I'm here with these codes to help bring that awareness back. That is why the Crone book is coming through me. That is why the Shaman Handbook is coming through me. You guys, I thought this book was going to be written by me, and that person is all me. Grandmother's like, nah, girl, it's all you. You got this. I am showing you the inverse of the handbook today and tomorrow and the next day. I'm dipping you in deeply to the inverse, because that is a true reality that exists in the shamanic realm right now. The distortions need to be known and felt. So she has been feeding them to me, and you can feel the truth frequency. You know when something's bullshit. You can see when someone's breaching the word that they speak and claim and preach. You can see it. You can feel it. You know what condescension feels like. You know what ostracization feels like. You know what belittlement feels like. You know what integrity feels like. Can I get some hearts, sister? I am on my preaching stool. Wow, right? We are here for it. Whew. Guys, I am lit. I don't know how long this is going to last, but I am really interested in just continuing to piece this apart and bring what I am being shown forward so that we can have these little drop-ins. I feel like this is like spiritual church in such a beautiful way right now. I love having you all in court together at this moment. It is time, obviously, everyone feels it, to gather. The healing is different. It becomes something else when we gather. It becomes something else when we do it together. I was just talking with my team lead this morning, Brittany, and like relaying some things that I'm experiencing, and we called things out today and like broke some bonds of artificial timelines, implants, storylines. We broke those bonds today, and we recognized the memory stored in our water today, and we called it up. That is our power and our birthright, and we get to do that anytime, all the time. every time. It starts with us, sisters. We've got to clean it up, or we get to, right? And we get to step it up. And I'm here to just be your reinforcement, just be your backing, your backup, your support team, your cheerleader, your hype woman. So you don't feel alone and you do feel empowered and bolstered. This gets to be really fun. We chose to come here. This gets to be really fun. So I'm about it. I'm here for it. And I'm going to be a stronger medicine woman and healer because of everything I've learned in this experience. And I've only talked about one tiny facet today. Thank you for being with me, you guys. I love you all so very much. Thank you for the powwow. Yes, 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 yes. Woo, 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 woo. I love you guys. Just going to check. Thank you, sisters. So beautiful. All right. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. I love you. Thank you for your messages. Thank you.